Welcome to this strength training session where we're going to wrap everything up with a bit of a cardio. So today's session we are going to split the strength in the first part of the session, and then we're going to finish up with a little bit of a cardio and interval in the end. So we are going to start with a warm-up, then we're going to move on for 3 blocks. In each block we have 3 exercises, and it's all going to be strength exercises, and we're going to do the exercises one after each other for 3 rounds with the work frame of 40 seconds on and 15 seconds for the next exercise, using an exercise mat, a set of dumbbell and a chair and your own body weight. And then when we're done the 3 blocks with all the strength exercises, then we're going to wrap this session up doing some cardio where we have 3 exercises. Each exercise we're going to do 3 times in a row with the work frame of 30 seconds on and 10 seconds for the next one. And we have 3 different exercises. So warm up, doing the strength exercises, and ending this with some cardio and pushing ourselves up and that heart rate even more. So you can always choose to do the strength only, but if you like me, like to sweat all the way through and rev things up, you can stay put with me and do the interval training as well in the end. So go and get your equipment and meet me here, and we're going to go for that warm-up. So starting out by walking on the spot, shoulders are down, chin is in, and you're going to stay nice up in a good position here and moving your arms forward and back. Doing a little bit of a kick in front of you, bouncing on the spot, moving arms out to the side, bring them a little bit more up so we get affected on heart rate. So shoulders are down but still moving your arms, leaning back a little bit, kicking forward, and we're going to kick out to the side, opening up here. So first we're just going to do this short warm-up, and then we're going to move on for the strength exercises. Putting your right leg down and pushing up and over. So with this warm-up, we're getting ourselves ready to do the workout itself, making everything run smoothly, and do a twisting here. Engage your core and your pelvic floor, and as we're tapping down onto the floor, we're going to squeeze that glute. So squeezing and engaging that part as we'll keep moving, and turn this into big circles in front of you. So lifting up, bring arms up, and let's go for a few more on each. Open your shoulder joint, and we're going to end in the center. Bring arms up and out to the side. A bit of a bounce in your knees to make everything smooth, and inhale, and if possible get up on your toes. Bring it up here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hands on thighs, squatting down, squeezing as we go up. So do remind yourself around the muscle and the mind connection, so you can actually feel the squeeze, and that's going to be something continuous in this session, as all my other sessions, that you can actually feel it in the area that I'm mentioning. So make sure that you look after for yourself and just feel what you are doing and what is going on. Going from one side to the opposite. Still hands on thighs for a little bit of support for your upper body, and keep that ab area in a good safe position. Starting with some rotation. Still warming up your spine. Maybe you've been sitting all day, or maybe you just woke up and ready to hit the day with a good start doing a workout. Hands down, opposite, and you can continue. If this is a little bit too far down, you can just continue staying up here on your thighs. So inhaling and exhaling, chin is in and chest is up, even though we are leaning forward. And come back up to center, rotating on a nice alignment here, shoulders down. Let's go for 4 and 3, 2, and 1 more on each. And let's come into a narrow position here, squatting, reaching up on toes. So bring arms up, thumbs pointing up, opening our shoulder joint. And it's a bit easier if you push that buttocks back And when you put your arms in front of you, you get an even balance here. For another 4, reaching up, and 3 up on those toes. Open your ankle joints, and just 1 more. Hands on thighs, coming down in an extension and flexion, and get a nice good stretch on your lower back. We have a big fascia sitting here, so you are gonna roll it up and do a bit of a stretch so we get everything to slide and glide, warming everything up. For 2 more, and reaching up, chin is in, and let's go and have another one all the way up here. Yes, excellent. So we're gonna work for that work frame of the 40 seconds and 15 seconds for the next exercise. The first exercise, we have 3 exercises in the first block, is gonna be a Bulgarian split squat. So this is a little bit of a technique. So we are gonna put right foot up and left foot on the ground. What is very important is that we stay up straight, even though we're leaning a bit forward, but we are pushing our buttocks back, coming down here, and up on the top, we are gonna squeeze our glutes, both on the standing leg and the one up on top of the chair. So that's what you're gonna do. If you find this a little bit too difficult with the dumbbells, then leave them, or you can always go down on, not using the chair, go down here, and then you can lift up instead, doing a kind of lunges instead. So you got your chair, we got our dumbbells, or maybe not, and I'm gonna turn the timer on, and it's gonna work for those 40 seconds, counting down from 10 seconds. Right leg up on chair, left leg on the ground. So a bit of a balance challenge here. So let's go down, and it's all about feeling it in your area. Here you can go feel squeeze in your glute muscle, shoulders are back, and we're gonna stay up in a nice straight position. So keep it moving here, engage your core, which is gonna help you balance for another 20 seconds. So squeeze up on top, pushing buttocks back, knee behind toe on standing leg. So squeezing, lifting up, feel your weight. Inhaling, and let's go for another one here, and up to a standing position. You're gonna sit on your chair, and we're gonna do shoulder flies. So we're gonna lean forward here, arms out to the side, lifting up and back down again. So let's go for those 40 seconds, lifting up, feet in the ground, and you can always go single arm, and you can of course follow along with me. Keep chin in, chest is up, and still engage your core and your pelvic floor. So inhaling, and for strength training, of course, it needs to be hard to lift your dumbbells up and slowly down again. 5 more seconds. Up we go, and standing position. And now we're gonna put our opposite leg on. So be standing on your right leg and leaving your left leg on top of the chair. Shoulders are back, and pushing buttocks back here, and squeezing as we go up. So kind of feel that you're pushing everything down on your heel, on your standing leg, and up on top here. You squeeze it through. So buttocks back, up we go, shoulders down. Engage your core. And make sure you keep that alignment. No gorilla arms, shoulders are back. The only reason why hands are coming towards the exercise mat is because you're bending in your legs. Squeezing, lifting up. Yep. So now we're gonna go for block, still block 1, but round number 2. So opposite leg up as we started, shoulders back, engaging, chin is in, and pushing back. Make sure you give yourself that time to get that squeeze up on top. So sort of like you are pushing your buttocks back towards the seat of the chair. So let's start from the top. Chin is in, chest is up. Engage your core, your pelvic floor, knee behind toe, squeezing up, or do the modification down here and bring it up. You can always go up with a lifted leg up here instead, whatever fits the best, just as long as you can do it with the good quality. Yeps. Sitting down, resting off our legs and ready for that lateral shoulder fly, close packed feet and leaning forward but with a straight upper body, and bring dumbbells out to the side, slowly down again. So inhale as we're going up, slowly down. And you can go both arms a single arm. So it's always just about pushing yourself to be in an even better position, and sometimes that if you've gone up heavier with heavier dumbbells, you might need to go single arm for some of the seconds. Doesn't matter, as long as you keep the quality. Yeps. Here we are, up for standing position. Now we have our standing right leg and left leg on top. So use the rest period to get into a nice position here, pushing buttocks back, squeezing, lifting up, inhaling and exhaling. So do remember that last part of the movement, squeezing up on top, or do the modification with your feet down, not using the chair instead. All up to you. I just want you to work out with a good quality. Shoulders back. And what I often see is knees pushing forward instead of butt pushing backwards. So all about extension and flexion. Yeps, in your hip area. So back for round number 3. Right leg on top, left leg standing, shoulders back, and final round for this one. So squeezing, lifting up, slowly down, or do it without the chair. As we go down, we tend to let that abs and stomach area just pushing out, so try to connect so you get a good, nice, tight core. So keep on moving here. We have 10 seconds left. Final round on left leg. Bring it up, squeezing, and up for a sitting position, resting a lower body, and going for the shoulders. And then we have the opposite leg and we have a break. So lifting up. And when we've been doing this first block, keep on going. If you don't feel like you need a rest for that after those 3 rounds, it might be time for you to pick some heavier dumbbells. So we need to be pushed and we need to be thinking, oh my God, thank God there's only 5 seconds left. If we can keep on for minutes and minutes, then you're not working heavy enough. So squeezing, of course, all depending on where you are in your fitness journey. Always better to go a little bit more light and get the technique in. Yep, break, get the technique in, and then you can add the weight. So final round here, standing on right leg, left leg on chair, and let's go for those 40 seconds. So squeezing. Up we go, and do that final squeeze up here on top. Even though our gluteus maximus is the biggest muscle in our body, it's still one of the laziest one. And sometimes, unfortunately, people mostly use their buttocks to sit on, and we need to make it strong. This is our powerhouse, supporting our hips, our pelvic, and final one. Yes. Hope you are sweating like me. So just a short break where you just shake it out a bit, and then we're gonna move on for the next block with 3 new exercises. So as you get some water, I'm gonna show you the next one. So we're gonna do a front raise, single arm with our dumbbells. Then we're gonna lie down with our dumbbells, heels on chair, doing a glute bridge, lifting up, and then we're gonna go for a biceps curl to a shoulder press up. So let's bring our dumbbells into play here and do that arm front, and I'm gonna show you modification if you need to. So stay put here and start out by finding yourself in a good base here. Shoulders are down, engage your core pelvic floor, and lifting up. One dumbbell, make sure that it's you that is deciding the speed down. So lifting up and slowly down. If this is too much, you can go a bit more narrow, bring one dumbbell up, and maybe you're fortunate to have some lighter weights, then you're gonna go with that. So before we're moving arm up, we're engaging our core. So if we need a little bit of a help from our lower body, we're gonna go down here, lifting up. So what I'm not trying to say is that don't force your hip forward and back doing the exercise. So it's gonna be too much pressure on your lower back. So bring it up and engaging the core. We're gonna lie down in a few seconds using our glute muscle. Bring it up, slowly down and lying down. So put dumbbells out to the side, heels, and you can of course, if you don't have a chair, you can of course do this just with feet down on the exercise mat. And we are gonna lift it up and slowly down. Squeezing as we go up. Relaxing in your shoulders and engage your pelvic floor as well. And bring it up, slowly down, and 2, and up for a standing position. I have no idea where the seconds went here, but we are gonna go up for the next one, doing the biceps curl to the shoulder press up. Shoulders are back, and here we are. Bring it up, shoulder press up and down. So do the turn here and here. We're gonna go up for a straight position, back in and slowly down. Engaging core and pelvic floor. I know I say it a lot because it's just so important that you have that stable and nice and proper alignment. You are back there at home doing the exercises and trying to guide you to do the best possible you. 8 more seconds. Up we go, slowly down, and let's go for another one. Yeps, down here, resting, front raise, second round. Build yourself a nice base, shoulders back, and engage. 4, 3, 2, and up we go. Or do the shoulder up here, close packed instead. Inhaling, moving up, and if you can pull your arms all the way up and back, you might want to go with a bit heavier set of dumbbells. Squeezing slowly down. Inhale, exhale. If you started on your right, you're gonna finish with your left. 8 more seconds, so you get the equal amount on each side. And lying down, feet up on chair, or just stay put. So get that extra weight on our hips, and ready with 3 seconds, pushing heels down and lifting up. So make sure that the dumbbells are resting in your hip area, pushing heels down, squeezing. As we go down, we do a little bit of a extension in our lower back and bring it up on the way, squeezing glutes Make sure you're relaxing in your upper body because we have 2 upper body exercises and 1 lower body exercise. Bring it up for the final 5 seconds. Squeezing slowly down, and let's go back up on our feet again for the biceps curl to the shoulder press up. Yep, 5 seconds, and shoulders are back, engage, and bring it up, push it up, and down again. Straight arms, so a bit of a turn up here, turning up, open your shoulders, and back again. I like to inhale here, and I like to exhale as I am pushing the dumbbells up. Squeezing, and 10 more seconds. Bring it up, and we're gonna go for 1 more. Up and slowly down. So 3rd and final round for these 3 exercises, ready for the shoulder raise, final round. If you have light weights, you can go with both arms, of course. Nice position between your feet. Bring dumbbell up, slowly down. Moving up and down again. Inhale and exhale. So do remember, if you're struggling right now, we only have this final round for this one, or you can go a bit closer in here. Makes it a bit easier to get those dumbbells up. Engage, equal amount on each. Yep, and lying down. Get rest in your upper body, and a good active rest on your upper body using your lower body instead. So make sure you feel squeezing. Let's go. Bring it up and engage your pelvic floor as well. Man or woman, we all have that pelvic floor. Bring it up and ask yourself if you relax in your upper body so you can get the biceps curl and the triceps, of course the biceps curl and the shoulder press up. A final round in just a few seconds. Squeeze and feel your way. Don't think about anything else than the squeeze. Feel the connection. And here we are. Up we go. Yep. So I know it's a little bit of a jumping up and down, but that's to get the most out of it. Let's go. So we are easing off in your upper body, doing the lower body work. So sometimes we target the same area, and sometimes we just alternative between lower body core and bring it up. So right after this one, we have a break, pushing it, squeezing, lifting up, and final 4 seconds. Just enough time to get that final repetition. Yep, timer to a stop, get water, and I am gonna show the final block of the exercises. So we are gonna go with a sitting position here, and we're gonna bring knees up and slowly down again. So just a bit of support here, a bit of a flexion in your lower back, all depending on the weight of your dumbbell. You can consider bring a dumbbell with you. And we have the next one, we're gonna do a push-up, no dumbbells, feet on chair, and then we're gonna end up doing a triceps dip where we're gonna have a dumbbell here resting for a bit extra of resistance. So 3 exercises here, and then we're gonna move on for some pulse exercises, the interval with focus on our core area. So the first exercise, you're gonna sit on your chair. Sounds comfortable. And we are sitting down, leaning back. So out on that front of your seat, bring knees up and try to pull your big boat up towards your belly button. Ease off your arms, bring it up, and of course if you don't have a chair, you can go up here and back down again. So no worries, there's always another possibility. So up we go with your legs, chin is in, and your knees are pointing a bit out to the side. 2 and 1. Feet on the chair, or you can go with knees on chair, and we're gonna go down. And if you find push-up is way hard enough without the chair, you can go in either on toes here, and let's go, or you can go and do an ordinary push-up from right here. So it's much better for you to go down and do the push-up on your exercise mat instead of just staying up on your toes on the chair and not doing any flexion in your elbows. So by putting our feet up on the chair, we are gonna trigger a bit more on your upper body. Make sure you don't do any hyperextension in your lower back. 10 more seconds. Yes, 5 more seconds, chin is in, and pushing it up. Yep, bring one of your dumbbells, maybe 2, if they are not that heavy. And we're gonna put our hands on the seat here, bring our feet out, oopsie, and down we go, up again. So make sure that dumbbells stay put. When you're doing this triceps dip, it's important that you keep your buttocks close to the seating of the chair, so you're not hanging in your shoulder belt. Maybe you want to go with the dumbbell like this instead. If it's rolling a bit too much, bring it up, and you get some inner thigh work as well. So this is a good suggestion. Bring it up and slowly down. Down here, 5 seconds. And dumbbell to the side. So as we're resting our arms, shoulders, and back, we're gonna work with ab area. So out in front of that seat, getting all ready, knees out to the side, and let's go. So bring knees up and out. Lifting with that lower part of your ab area. Make sure you're relaxing in your arms, your hands, your wrist, because we're gonna go for 2 upper body exercises in just a few seconds. Giving you this as an active break, using your abs as we are resting in our arms. A very smart and efficient way to work out, and that's what we are heading for. Yeps. In for the push-up, and find your way, either feet on, knees on, or you can go on the exercise mat. So actually you can go up here, put your knees on here. Yep, let's go, and start going for the push-up on with feet on. So we need to challenge ourselves to get stronger. Hands right underneath our shoulders, and engage your core, no hyperextension. Pushing it up. Engage and bring it up for the final 10 seconds. Squeezing, up we go. Feel your way, final 1 here. Yep. Sitting, dumbbell between legs here. Out with your feet, close pack position here, shoulders down, and let's go flexion and extension in our arms. So buttocks close to the seat of the chair. You can always drop the dumbbell if it's way too much. But do remind yourself this is a straight training session, so squeeze in, and you can actually get affected on your breathing if you work heavy enough. Pushing it 10 more seconds. Make sure it's not your feet pushing off the ground, but it's your upper body doing the work. Yeps. Final one of each. Hang on tight here. Relaxing your arms and do that ab work. Flexion in lower back. And let's bring these up and out to the side. 2 more strength exercise right after this one. A short break, and then we're gonna go with the 30 seconds work, getting affected on that breathing, sweating all the way through. That just doing that cherry on the top. And if you for some reason don't want to do the cardio and interval, then you're just gonna go ahead and head it off. But of course, I hope you're gonna stay with me for the final part of this session. Yep. So final round of the push-up. Do the way that it fits you. Hands underneath shoulders and bring feet up for some extra strength challenge here. Slowly down. So keep on going. So when I'm all there struggling, I just keep thinking this is my final round, 1 more repetition. Just try to cheat your brain and just tell yourself that this is going to be all right, which is eventually is, of course. Push it up and back again. Yes. Triceps. Dip. 1 more round. I hope you're sweating like me. So squeeze in, get your inner thighs to work as well. Close to the seating of the chair and pushing up. So all important. Move down. So if this is too hard to go all the way down, then it's much better for you. Drop the dumbbell and come back into that flexion. So better than staying up here with the dumbbell or going all the way down. So try to hit for that full range of motion for only 15 seconds. Squeezing and 10 more seconds. We're gonna target our core area in just a few seconds. Yep, great. So get some water and we're gonna change the work frame. We're not gonna use the chair. So bring that out to the side and we're gonna go for the 30 seconds on and 10 seconds in between. So the first exercise, we are of course targeting getting short of breath, but targeting oblique muscle, doing a wide leg run here. And we're gonna do that 3 times for 30 seconds. And then we have some frog thruster and some plank split hop. So we're gonna ease off a little bit of our arms to begin with, and then we're gonna move on from here. So you got your water, you got your clear here, so you're not gonna fall in anything. And we're gonna start it. So only 30 seconds, not 40, but 30 seconds. So try to push that intensity up. Arms coming up, and we're gonna go here. If this is too much, you can go down here. Bring that elbow down and bring that leg up. So you're doing a bit of a side bend here, engaging your oblique muscle. Chin is in, and connect with your pelvic floor and your core. Inhaling and exhaling. So relaxing your hands from the push-up and the bip. Break here, 10 seconds from the pushing and from the chair with the dip. So second round out of 3 here. Let's go. Inhaling and exhaling. Knees coming up. Chin is in. Side bend. Or do the modification. You can always go with a little bit of each. Look at the time. 7 seconds. 3, 2, and ready for a final one of the wide leg run. And then we have 2 more exercises. So approximately 6 minutes here to finish things off. Yips. Inhale and exhale. Final round for this one. Get affected on your breathing. 10 seconds. Keep it on. 4, 3, 2, yips. In for a plank split hop. Down resting on your forearms and open up and in again. Let's go. Targeting your core area as well. So bring it out. You can always step it out instead, but you can also come up and do some jogging on the spot. All up to you. Just as long as you promise me and yourself that you sound like me, affected on your breathing. So bring it out. And when I do the workouts by myself, I'm not able to speak like this, but I need to have some air to guide you along here. Break. 10 seconds for second round. So you should not be able to speak when you do these. Yep, let's go. In and out. You can always rest your head on 2 hands. Engage your core. Bouncing out and in. Or do the running on the spot or the tapping out. And you can shuffle up between the different kinds. Keep buttocks down. 4, 3, 2, and a break. One more for the plank split hop. Only working for those 30 seconds. So after this one, we have a single exercise more. 2, and bring it in. If you look a little bit ahead of your hands, you will automatically get your buttocks down where it's supposed to be. If you look down on your knees, your buttocks will raise like the sun in the morning. Open up and in again. Inhale, exhale, and keep it on for another 5 seconds. Rhythm in, rhythm out. Inhale, exhale, and let's have a break for the frog thruster. So up here, up on toes, bring it front and bring it back. So 3 more rounds and we're all set to go. Bring it front and back. As you bring it front, you're gonna flex in your knees and into a straight plank position. So forward and back, and maybe you could go with some jacks here and continue. Just make sure that you get affected here. Breathing hard. Relax your shoulders. Bring it front and back again. 4, 3, 2, and break. So this leaves us with 2 more rounds. 30 seconds, 1 minute, and you're all set. 3, 2, and 1. Jumping forth and jumping back. Engaging your core. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Bring it forward and bring it back. Almost losing my clothes here. 8 seconds. 4, 3, 2, break. 1 more round. And then we're gonna do a little bit of stretching and you're off to go. 3, 2, and let's help each other for this one. So bring it forth and bring it back. Inhale and exhale. I know you can do it. Just think to yourself, 1 more, 1 more, just 1 more. Final one, no another one. Keep it on. Bouncing forward and back. And now there's only 10 seconds left. Squeeze, and we're gonna do that today. We completed a full session. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, great job. So get water, and if you have your chair, you gotta bring that one. So we are gonna, you can do a little bit of a water break as we do the stretching. So right leg up on top, and we're gonna lean forward with a straight back. If you don't have a chair, I'm gonna go down here, but I just thought now we have the chair, we might as well use it. So no pushing on your knee joint, forcing into hyperextension, just staying nice and put here, lifting chest up, chin is in, leaning forward. And opposite leg, toe up, get the full stretch, leaning forward with a straight upper body. So instead of doing high intensity resistance training where we shuffle up between strength and pulse exercises, then we split it up here for first the strength exercises, working with our muscle tissue, and then we continue just pushing ourselves a little bit more in the end, doing the pulse and interval in the end. So bring up here. This is a nice way sometimes to split it up, then you can get maybe a little bit more focused on the strength, not challenge yourself as much with the pulse up and pulse down. So it's always good to do different kind of things your body like when you are shaking things up and doing variations of exercises. And opposite leg. So if you thought this session was a little bit too hard, you can always go with a lighter set of dumbbells. It's a great way to do the modification. And also, if you go and have a look at my channel here, you can find all different kind of session with a resistance band instead. And you can also find uploaded a beginner workout challenge, maybe for you or maybe for somebody you care about. So you can always go and share the link, and hands on thighs. And of course, I will appreciate if you hit the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload a session. And it's a great support for our channel. So if you get something out of this, go ahead and maybe you want to put a comment and I will get back to you. Fun to interact with you guys all over the world. And opposite side here, stretching up, chin is in. Loosening up, using our entire body, doing this full body workout. So let's go for an inhale and open up, exhale again, reaching up, bring it back, 2 more, filling up your lungs, new energy in, and 1 more, inhale and exhale. And thank you for joining me. Until I see you next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay strong. Take good care. Bye.